Welcome Earthly Souls to my channel Earthly Soul Tarot. My name is Daniel and thank you Scorpio for joining me today for your April 2026 tarot reading, my loves. We're going to jump in and see how April's going to play out for you. If you haven't already watched my TikTok reading, I did post one on there for you guys. It's more of a surface level vague reading. I am going to be repeating the cards that were pulled for that reading here. So feel free to go watch that first if you want to. But we're going to get more in-depth in this reading, alright, my love? So let's jump in first of all. With your overall energy, you did pull the Justice card, my loves. So I feel like overall this month, you're going to feel very driven, very, not defensive, because defensive feels very negative, but more so confident, very, outspoken. I think that's the word I'm trying to use, outspoken. There's something here, there could be a situation coming towards you this month that is going to bring you or force you to have to like speak your mind on something. Also, I'm hearing like somebody might be receiving some type of karma as well. Could be you, could be somebody in your life that you know, and I feel like that's a specific message. So if if somebody has kind of wronged you in the past, Scorpio, I think they're going to be receiving a pretty rude awakening this month, just saying. But yeah, let's see what else we can get about this overall energy. Temperance is coming up for you in your overall energy as well. So there definitely is this energy of, this karma energy, receiving the things you've given. A lot of you are going to be very intentional with your energy this month too, because a lot of you could, be trying to manifest something big, all right? What else, Spirit? What else can we get for the overall energy for Scorpio? The High Priestess is coming up. I do feel like, again, a lot of you are going to be jumping into a very spiritual era in your life, if you haven't already. If you're not already a spiritual person, I feel like for some reason this month, in April, it's gonna feel very connected. You're gonna feel very connected to your spirit guides. You could possibly start receiving a lot of downloads this month as well, Scorpio. Like your intuition is becoming very heightened this month. Let's see what else. The Page of Swords is coming up, and the Nine of Swords as well. So there could be also a situation that you feel very new at. I don't know if some of you might be jumping into something new within your career. We'll see what it is further down the reading. But there's gonna be a situation or a type of energy coming towards you this month that is gonna feel very new. Could be a little bit difficult to navigate because you're not really sure how to, handle this type of situation. And so with the Nine of Swords, I do kind of see you, like losing sleep over this a little bit. You might overthink when it comes to this energy as well. There could be something that you're really gonna be stuck on this month, okay, Scorpio? So just something to look out for. Can we get one more message on that, Spirit? Just one more message. The Six of Cups. This is Cups. The Six of Cups. For some of you, this could be a past energy, okay? Somebody from the past could be coming up to you and you're gonna be a little bit distraught by it. Yeah, that's a very significant energy coming through right now. For some of you, it could be an ex-lover, okay? Not for all of you, but for some of you. But let's go ahead, speaking of love, let's jump into your love section of the reading. So for love, you guys got the Ace of Swords. So a lot of you could be dealing with somebody coming in with very heavy communication. And like I said, for some of you, this could be an ex-partner, an ex-lover. But there's this energy of somebody being very blunt with you. Very like, I like you, I want to be with you. I do see them coming towards you with a love offer. Whether or not you're going to be all in for it, I'm not sure. I think some of you are going to be like, okay, I'll entertain this. And some of you might be like, I don't know, it's just not for me. It's kind of the energy I'm getting. What else, Spirit? What else can we get about this? And if you are in a relationship, hold on, the Devil card is coming up for you. Yeah, side note, if you are in a relationship, I feel like there's going to be a lot of tough conversations happening within your partnership this month, Scorpio. Yeah, because a lot of changes are going on individually, so I feel like you and your person might be changing, so there's going to be a lot of tough talks this month. Spirit, why did the Devil pop up here? Why is a Devil card here? Can we get a little bit more clarification on this Devil? Yeah. All right, so we are getting the Seven of Wands, which kind of confirms to me that a lot of you are going to be very hesitant about jumping into something this month, romantic, because you sense something about this specific person. I don't know, some of you might already know this person. You could be, casually talking to them. But there's something in you that's not really letting you see the Three of Wands. It's not letting you see a future with this person. You're kind of saying, like, I don't know. Yeah, they could be cute. Maybe you're attracted to them physically. You could have a lot of chemistry. But for some reason, maybe like your morals don't align, or you don't have the same views on life, and so it's a little difficult for you to actually envision a future with this person, a stable partnership, a stable household. You don't really see it. But for some reason, there's like, ooh, hold on, guys. These cards are very slippery. For some reason, with the Devil card, I'm getting that, like, this energy feels very tempting, though. It's like you're going to be very tempted, but at the same time, you're kind of saying, like, I know what's best for me. You know what I mean? Okay, hold on. These cards are going crazy. What else, Spirit? What else? What else? The Six of Wands. So I do see you overcoming that temptation, okay, with the Six of Wands. Also, I don't know why, I just heard, like, there's something here about somebody being exposed or becoming exposed this month. It could be this person that's approaching you. This could also resonate if you're in a relationship. I don't know, maybe you're going to be exposing your person on something. Maybe they're going to be exposing you. I don't know what the situation is, Scorpio. But yeah, there's going to be, like, a lot of eyes on your relationship right now for some reason. There's, like, a very significant situation going on relationship-wise. The Page of Wands is here. It's kind of like, it's gonna feel like you're starting all over for some reason. Yeah, I'm not sure, Spirit. Can we get one more card to clarify that? One more card to clarify love. Let's see, the Ace of Wands. Okay, very interesting. First of all, there's a lot of wand energy in your love, in the love energy this month, okay? A lot of fiery energy, like something's being fired up, okay? Some of you could be going through a huge awakening romantically. I am seeing some of you, like, separating from a person. There's like an ending of a relationship happening, and it's gonna be quite, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be, like I said, there's gonna be a lot of eyes on you. Yeah, it's like the relationship is ending in a very abrupt way, but at the same time, with the Ace of Wands, it's like something new is right around the corner. So I don't know, Scorpio. I just heard to be continued. To be continued. Anyway, let's jump into your career. So for a career, you did get the Chariot. Ooh, and you just got the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, Scorpio, I see you. Yeah, again, very driven, okay? With that Chariot energy, this month is going to be very driven for you. I feel like a lot of you are going to be mostly focused on career, not entirely, but there's something highlighted about your career life right now. I don't know if you're, trying to work your way up the ladder at a certain job. Maybe some of you are trying to build something up yourself. But there's something here where, like, you're very focused. Can we see what else? And I mean, with the Ace of Pentacles, a lot of you could also be getting into something new. So you could be getting hired at a new job, possibly even moving, some of you. Okay, hold on. Guys, these cards, I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. I love these cards so much, but they're so slippery. They are so slippery. So I'm like, is it really worth the aesthetic? But I feel like it is. Hold on, you guys. Okay, Spirit, just one, please. Let's do that again. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, as I said, a lot of focus on your career, and this could be a very, very stable month for you, Scorpio. I'm seeing, like, a really solid amount of, like, finances flowing. It's gonna feel very, like, balanced too, because I'm hearing, like, the same amount that, like, you're allowing in is the same amount that you're gonna be spending. So there's gonna be a lot of very meticulous, planning when it comes to your spending. Some of you could be saving up for something, so that's probably why you're very focused on saving up and just being smart with your money. But yeah, like I said, if you are looking for something new, I feel like a lot of you are gonna be receiving a callback or an email about an interview, something like you're getting the job. Okay, the Magician is coming up as well, so this could also be something that you've been manifesting, Scorpio. If you've been manifesting like a change in career, maybe you've been dreaming of like moving somewhere. I just got this message that if you have been thinking of moving somewhere, but you're kind of because you haven't found a job, you're about to find a job at a place that you want to move to, and that is going to give you the opportunity to move. Okay, which makes sense because the Chariot is a very, like a lot of times we see the Chariot as like, a chariot, like transportation. So there's definitely going to be some moving around here. Yeah, and the Page of Cups. So it's going to feel very new. It's going to feel a little bit scary even. I do see you kind of just, jumping into things without really knowing how exactly they're going to work out. But at the same time, you're like, I need to do this. I need to do it. There's something that's calling you to change. And I do feel like you are going to be, taking that jump and being vulnerable, okay, when it comes to this energy. Because it feels vulnerable, feels scary, but this is where you're being guided to. All right, my loves, let's jump into conflicting energy. So conflicting energy, this is something that you might struggle with this month. Could be a situation, an energy. You did get the Five of Pentacles, which a lot of the times is a card of lack. It could be physical lacking. It could also just be a lack mindset that you maybe tend to deal with. Maybe you're somebody that, instead of seeing the half, the cup, like the glass half full, you see it half empty. I do see you kind of being a little bit of a negative Nancy at some point throughout April. I'm not sure why. I just feel like it's just the way it's gonna be for some reason. But let's see what else we can get here. What else, Spirit? What else? I feel like a lot of you could also, this lack mindset, it's not that you're gonna be in it. It's more so the fact that you're scared of becoming a lacking person. I don't know. It's like you're scared of, for example, if moving and finding a different job is something you're focused on this month, you're going to be a little bit scared to make that jump because you don't want to fail. You don't want it to fail and then you end up not having enough money or not having enough resources or not having stability. And so that fear of lack, it's putting you in the energy of lack, okay? Which is something that is very conflicting for you this month because it's going to, it could possibly delay, your blessings. It could bring a lot of setbacks. It could also even possibly prevent these blessings from reaching you altogether. All right, Scorpio. So honestly, there's not much more to say about that. I'm gonna jump right into the supporting energy so that we can pull some advice for you. So supporting energy for you, you did get the Eight of Cups, which is basically your spirit guides telling you to just let go. Okay, Scorpio, don't worry about the what's and the ifs and the hows and the whens. Just let go. And this is going to actually tie together very perfectly with your oracle message, and you'll know what I mean when we get to your oracle message. But yeah, there's a huge energy here telling you to just let go, to just make the jump, just make the change, take the risk, because it's a very high risk but high reward type of situation. Let's see what else we can get about this. Supporting energy, Eight of Cups. Can we clarify, Spirit? Can we clarify? Yeah, the King of Cups. The King of Cups. Also, when you make decisions, Scorpio, make sure that you are making them as confidently as possible. I know there's going to be fear attached. I know that there's going to be doubts. You might be scared to make those decisions. But even if it's just in the way that you vocalize it. Is that a word, vocalize? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, be very confident in yourself, okay? Even if you don't feel confident, say confident things, okay? Say things in a confident way. Yes, I am making decisions and I am not changing my mind. Or yes, this is going to work out. You could still be scared out of your mind inside your head, but you don't need to say that. You don't need to say that out loud. You know what I mean? So that's just a little, little trip. I meant to say tip. A little tip from your spirit guides, but again, trip. Yeah, a lot of you definitely are moving. What else, Spirit? What else? The Eight of Pentacles and the Five of Swords as well with your supporting energy. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of consistency. It is a card of expertise as well. For some reason I'm hearing like this isn't anything new for you, Scorpio. You've made hard decisions before, okay? You have gone through disappointments before. With this Five of Swords, You've been there, done that. You've had to let people go. You've had to be the one let go. You know, you've been through tough situations. So I feel like your guides are like, this, it might seem scary, but it's really not going to be anything compared to maybe things that you might have gone through in the past. And as I'm saying that, you're getting the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You've gone through true heartbreak, okay? So your guides are like, don't be a baby, Scorpio. You can manage this, okay? It looks scary, but once you're in the air, you're going to start flying, okay? What else, Spirit? What else? Words of encouragement for my Scorpios. The Ace of Swords. Get ready, Scorpio, for a new life, okay? Get ready. And you have to be willing to let go of your old life in order to receive this new life, Scorpio. A lot of you have been asking for this. You've been manifesting it. And again, whether this be in the form of moving, a new job, maybe it's a new relationship, maybe you're thinking of changing something when it comes to your studies. It doesn't matter what it is. There's something that you've been manifesting, Scorpio. There's a big wish fulfillment wanting to head your way. You just got to make sure that the door is open, okay? Let's move on to your final message, which is your oracle message. And you guys got leap of faith for your oracle message. And that was with the number 22. Here is the card, so you can really look at it. And also spiders could be significant for you. Butterflies, but mostly spiders and spider webs. And we all know spiders represent creativity. They represent, you know, manifestation as well. So yeah, and wisdom. So a little message there for you. We're going to go ahead and read the oracle message and see what exactly your guides are wanting to tell you with this. But like I said, with the leap of faith, you know, the whole Eight of Cups, letting go, it ties very beautifully with the leap of faith. You're definitely being called to just, you know what I mean? Just take the risk. Okay, so number 22, leap of faith. See this as a chance to create something wonderful. You are in a transition period where you need to draw on your faith, intuition, and knowledge and take the leap. You will not fail. You have a safety net of support in place. You will overcome your fear and find a beautiful outcome is on the horizon. This leap of faith is the best course of action at this time. If you do make a mistake, you have the ability to try again and learn from what you did not work the first time. All signs indicate that if you just trust, you will succeed. Jump headfirst into the void of the unknown. Even if you eventually fall, for a while you will soar. Isn't that crazy, you guys? I was literally just talking about the moment that you're in the air, you're just gonna start flying. That is insane. Okay, and if that's not confirmation, I don't know what is, Scorpio. Yeah, my loves, trust your intuition this month, okay? That's a little message I got right now too. But yeah, that is how April is gonna be playing out for you, Scorpio. I think it's gonna be such an amazing month for you guys. I really do. I see you being in your element, and I see your manifestations literally coming to fruition. So congratulations, Scorpio. I love you guys so much, and I will see you on the next reading.